Festival of Globe is coming again. It is that time of the year when we are going to celebrate India's Independence Day right here in the city of Fremont with the grand parade and all the cultural festivities. Dr. Jabra, congratulations on another year of achievement of this Festival of Globe. And what's on for 2023?
A lot. I tell you, 31 years. Every year it gets better. Every year it gets bigger. And then, of course, people are looking up to it. They've been asking for it. And especially after COVID, now a lot more people come out and they're willing to have this celebration one more time.
So India Day Parade on August 19th and 20th by FIA FOG will also be witnessing the Grand Marshal Mahima Chaudhry, a wonderful actress from the state of West Bengal in India, who is known for Pardes, one of the hit movies she has done, for which she also got the Filmfare Award. So I know, Ritu, you are a big fan of Mahima as well, and you have been instrumental in putting this piece together along with the floats and other stuff. It's a big arrangement. So tell us a little more about your feelings about Mahima.
So we are very excited to have Mahima Chaudhry as our Grand Marshal. She'll be here for the parade. She'll be Grand Marshal. She'll be heading the parade from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and she'll be here at Dr. Japra's place for the volunteer appreciation dinner as well. And as you all know, Mahima Chaudhry is actually is Pardes fame and also I Love My India fame. So I have not seen anybody who has not heard the song I Love My India, Ye Mera India. So just with this spirit, we want to welcome Mahima Chaudhry for the parade and we want to thank you, YoIndiaTV, for always supporting us and be there to cover us and also attending all the events.
So do make it on August 19th and 20th for this grand parade and the Mela celebrations. Don't miss this pristine beauty and a very patriotic feeling that Mahima is going to give you all. Let's meet Mahima. Let's celebrate the India Day with Festival of Globe FIA. Thanks, Ritu, for your time in speaking with YoIndiaTV.
Thank you.
So, what's new? I know you'll be gathering cultural dances and music all day long at Paseo Padre, and there will be grand parade. There will be special arrangements. Roads will be blocked and Fremont police will be taking care of all the security arrangements. It's not an easy job, but you're doing it every year.
Well, we have fortunate that we have so many volunteers in hundreds. The volunteers have been working for many, many years, and some of us have been there all those years. For 30 years, it's very difficult for some time to keep going, doing it year after year. But the way we look at it, it is a new baby every year. And you have to really be very, very sensitive, very, very cautious, and of course take the same care for every baby. And you can't just take it for granted that it's going to be okay. So we are very meticulous about the whole thing. Like you said, it's a 2-day event, 19th and 20th of August on Saturday and Sunday. On 19th, of course, the whole day we have a lot of children, more than 1,000 kids who really get on the stage and perform these performing arts, where they classical dance, semi-classical, folk dances, Bollywood dances, and they do it all. And there's a competition from year 1 to 99, and it's a competition, and they come prepared. It's getting more and more fierce competition every year. So we are really glad. A lot more schools out there, institutions out there who bring these kids out there and they compete. Of course, the Mela, more than 100 booths have already been gone, and we are ready to even accommodate more this year because we want to expand it as much we can. Just the food and clothes and jewelry and arts, crafts, you just name it, everybody's there. Even some of the businesses who are our sponsors and main sponsors like BMWs and others, they'll bring their cars, they'll bring in different things also, so they'll showcase those. Then of course the largest thing is the parade on 20th, which is on Sunday, the 11 a.m. sharp. We want to make sure 11 to 1 p.m. in the afternoon that we have this huge India Day parade on Paseo Padre. All 8 lanes are, like you said, they get closed, and this is huge victory for our community our Indian American community that they've been able to do it, and the city has been become one of the sponsor. The county's become one of the sponsor. Our consulate general, they become one of the sponsor. So they are.
Hey everyone, this is Mahima Chaudhry. I'm very excited that this year I'll be celebrating India's Independence Day in IndpDay with all of you in Fremont. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor to be the Grand Marshal at the parade, and I'll see all of you there between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. on the 20th of August. I'm there to attend the Festival of India. See you all. I love my India.
ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन, ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन, दुल्हन के माथे की बिंदिया, ये मेरा इंडिया, I love my India, ये मेरा इंडिया, I love my India.
So every year you have been inviting superstars to your folk festival. You know, we've seen Amitabh Bachchan to Ayushmann Khurrana, and last year it was a relatively a youngster, you know, Bhagyashree's son, Dasani, Abhimanyu Dasani, and a Kannada actress as well. So, you know, people from different movie industries in India, you know, from Bollywood to Tollywood or Collywood, Sandalwood, and so on and so forth. And this time it's back to Bollywood. It's Mahima Chaudhry.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little more about how do you like her personally?
Absolutely. You know, she was one of the classic, iconic movies, and of course, a real fantabulous song, I Love My India, and she gave a beautiful performance in that movie, and even though it was almost more than 20 years ago, but I think it's still in our hearts. And not only that she was Miss India before and she's a great actress, but also because recently, unfortunately, she had cancer, breast cancer, and she's a survivor, and now she's really, the awareness of cancer out there, and she's become the champion of that cause. So with all these things combined, I think she's a perfect Grand Marshal for us, and because we want to promote this, she's a great dharmic Hindu person, and we are going through all this caste and everything else here, and we want to make sure Vasudeva Kutumbakam, we are pluralistic and inclusive, so we want to get everybody together. She'll be the perfect person to give this message. Why we get all these great celebrity is that that message can be heard by hundreds of thousands rather than just if I talk or somebody else talk, it may not reach out to many people, but her message will reach out probably across the world.
That's beautiful. And if you haven't watched her movies, then it's time to take a review. Do watch Tere Naam, Dhadkan, Daag the Fire, and many more movies that Mahima has done and will be doing in 2023 as well, you know, after cancer survival. So do make it to the Mela and Parade. Any final words to the viewers?
Well, like you said, everybody come, bring your neighbors, bring non-Desi people. We want to share our culture, our heritage, our civilization with everybody else. Jai Hind, long live America.
Thank you.
We're all pitching in now along with our sponsors and the community, and that's why we can afford to continue to make it bigger and better. And of course, there are states from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Kutch to Arunachal, they all participate. Every state gets in there. Even some of the other countries now, whether they're China, Russia, Middle East, Africa, our friends from African Americans and Hispanic American, they all participate now. That's why we call it Festival of Globe, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. We want to make sure the whole world is a family. We take all our other communities with us. Even though it's an India Day parade, it's Independence for India, the 15th of August, which we are very, very proud of. And we showcase our heritage, our culture, our philosophy there. But the other cultures, we want to learn from them. We can amalgamate with them and share our values with their values and make this America great.
Absolutely. And lately I saw you in Washington. I also saw you at Mayor Lily May's office. So I know there have been other achievements that are going on in parallel. You want to share some of those accomplishments with the viewers?
Absolutely. That is the one thing I think you ask a very good question. In religions, in spirituality, in culture, and of course even social, economic, or Silicon Valley. We have done very, very well. Our Indian Americans have done fantastic. One place where we really have been behind has been politics, and especially now the Hindu Americans, they are isolating us, they are profiling us with some of these bills like 403, SB 403, and we want to make sure proactively, that's why we went to Washington DC, proactively we made a Hindu, Buddhist and Sikh American Congressional Caucus so that we can unite all of these communities and have the representation so that we have our mouthpieces, our spokesperson right there in Washington DC before these kind of bills like SB 403 goes to the federal government. In California, unfortunately, it's not doing too well. We are still working very, very hard, but we don't want this thing to happen at the national level, at the federal level, or some of the other states. So we are preempting it and trying to make this Hindu, Sikh, and Buddhist caucus so that we can have our congressmen who can be our mouthpieces and spokesperson who can counter this thing right at the beginning and nip it in the bud.
And I know there is some accomplishment at Fremont Mayor Lily May's office as well, you know.
Oh, absolutely. In all the cities, as a matter of fact, you know, in the city of Fremont, where we have 70% Asian Americans and almost 38% Indian Americans. So we have been very fortunate that here we have a good say, we have very good impact, and we were able to get even proclamation against Hinduphobia or anti-Hindu faith. And right now we also been able to get Diwali Day as a flag observance day along with the Lunar New Year, which as Asian Americans we both put them together, and now it's going to be annual event perennially for every year. It'll be celebrated whether you and I are there or not. Our next generations, 3 generations down the line, they'll be able to celebrate Diwali Day observance with the flag and the whole month, hopefully the October month when Diwali is there, so that our generations will remember. They'll remember our festivals, our culture, our heritage through these festivals like Diwali.